Amber Heard is currently on the stand as the cross-examination period endures on. Now that she's being interrogated by Depp's legal team after she spent the time before the break giving her full testimony of the relationship. And now that she's fully being questioned, Johnny's attorneys have begun to poke some holes in her story. So here are the top 10 times it seems like Amber Heard has lied under oath, which is basically the exact same as all of our other videos. Top 10 times they were accused of story in court. Don't tell anybody. Number 10. Charity pledges. The infamous charity pledges. From her initial divorce settlement, Amber Heard was given $7 million. She pledged in court to give the money entirely towards charity, with a few million to a children's hospital in Los Angeles and the rest to a labor rights group. But now that a few years have passed and we're looking more closely at the receipts from this claim, we find out that Amber has donated barely anything to the charity. The labor union testified that they never received the full $3.5 million that it was promised, and that about half of the donations that it received in Heard's name came from Elon Musk, who dated Amber after her and Johnny broke up. Amber deflected by stating on the stand that she still planned to donate all the money she promised, but that the defamation suit, which demands up to $50 million in damages, got in the way. Quote, "I still fully intend on honoring all of my pledges. I would love him to stop suing me so I can." Interestingly, there are about 4 years between Amber and Johnny divorcing and the Sun libel trial, of which she was not being sued for. Number 9. The makeup palette. Previously, in the opening statement back in April, while discussing how she used to cover her bruises from Depp hitting her multiple times, Amber's attorney held up a Milani Cosmetics color correcting makeup palette. She stated that Amber had used this makeup palette to hide her bruises after the onslaught delivery by Johnny to make sure that no one discovered her bruises and lesions. But in a now viral TikTok video, Milani Cosmetics themselves refuted this whole statement, saying that their color correcting palette came out in 2017. A full year after Amber had gotten a restraining order against Johnny. Johnny Depp supporters online used the issue to allege that Amber was lying about actually being hurt by Johnny during their relationship. But now that Amber is back on the stand, she was shown the same Milani Cosmetics palette and asked if she used it. She said she used something similar to it. Quote, "This is what I was talking about as a color correction palette, as a color correction kit. This is not, obviously, the exact one I used to carry. But I used to carry something like this with me all the time." Amber told the court that the makeup she did use she referred to as her bruise kit. She also explained that she would ice her injuries to reduce swelling, apply cream, and then put the makeup on. Quote, "The idea is that you want to counteract whatever color you're working with on the bruise. So first day of bruising, well, the immediate is red. The red is what shows up right away. So you want to go with the opposite on the color wheel by dabbing a bit of green or something to counteract the red." While the attorney for Amber previously insinuated that the Milani Cosmetics palette was the one that Amber specifically had used, once the makeup brand refuted the claim, it was changed to one like this. Number 8. Sharing embarrassing photos of Johnny. During her testimony yesterday, Amber was being cross-examined and asked about whether she sent a photo to a friend of Depp sleeping after allegedly having consumed substances. Johnny's attorney characterized the photo of Depp asleep with ice cream spilled on him as embarrassing, and asked whether Amber had sent it to anyone. Amber stated that she didn't think so. But very quickly, the attorney showed a screenshot of a text message that Amber sent to her best friend. The message attached to the picture reads, quote, "This is what I'm dealing with." When she was shown the text messages between her and her friend of the photo of Johnny debilitated with the caption, "This is what I'm dealing with," Amber's attorney asked, quote, "And this is you supporting Mr. Depp?" Amber rebutted, stating, quote, "This is me getting support from my best friend. I also need support." Number 7. Never hitting Johnny Depp. At the beginning of the trials, Amber continually pressed the alleged fact that she never hit Johnny. She said that she was solely the victim to his harm and that she never raised a finger against him. We found that not to be true because the instance with the stairs became apparent. During one of their fights, Amber ran up the stairs with her sister. Allegedly, Johnny raised his hand to her sister, who got between the couple, and Amber hit Johnny to defend her. So the story changed from Amber has never hit Johnny to Amber has hit Johnny once in defense of her sister, who was clearly in a position of danger. According to Amber, her panic and fear for her sister came from the rumor she heard that Johnny had pushed his ex-girlfriend, Kate Moss, down the stairs during one of the fights back in the 90s. The rumor is absolutely not corroborated and could push the court in the favor of Johnny from Amber. Number 6. Hit Johnny Depp once. Okay, so the story changed from Amber has never hit Johnny to now Amber has only hit him once in defense of her sister. But that may not be entirely true because Amber was asked about a now viral audio clip recording of her on the phone with Johnny. In the clip, she states, quote, "I was hitting you. I was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched. You're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you." After she was asked about the clip, Amber changed her story once again to now admitting that she had hit him, but that it was in a provocative manner during a moment of intimacy. She said that Depp hit her in bed bed, and so she hit him back reactively. On the stand, she states, quote, "I hit his arms, his body as he was trying to prevent me from closing the door. I knew what he would do to me when he got to the other side." So now the story has gone from never hitting Johnny to only hitting him once to now twice. Number 5, adjusting her timeline. While on the witness stand on Monday, Amber spent the first few minutes changing her story and adjusting her testimony, telling the court that the alleged harm from Johnny began earlier than she previously thought. Quote, "I'm embarrassed to say I think I would have liked to believe that the period of time in which I fell in love with Johnny, in which we fell in love and he was sober and he wasn't violent to me, lasted longer than it did." She said following a review of therapy notes, she recalled earlier moments of alleged harm that dated back as early as 2012 rather than her previously stated 2013. When asked by her attorney why she didn't recall these moments, Amber stated, quote, "That's not how my memory works." Number 4, Amber not being a fan. While up on the stand, Amber spent some time describing her early days in a relationship with Johnny. She also describes what she thought of him before she got to know him. Quote, "I knew who he was. I wasn't familiar, I wasn't a fan of his work. I wasn't familiar with him." But then some fans found a decades-old interview with Amber in which she was asked whether she was a fan of Johnny's growing up. The younger Amber says, quote, "I mean, who isn't a fan of Johnny's? That's a given. He's been a cultural icon and talented actor since I can remember." Number 3, Amber leaked evidence to TMZ. Previous testimony from the original 2016 divorce proceedings from Amber are currently under scrutiny as well. Allegedly, she may have slipped up while on the stand originally. During Heard's cross-examination in Virginia's Fairfax County Circuit Court on Tuesday, May 17th, the Aquaman star was shown footage of her 2016 deposition in which she discussed her divorce from Depp. She was heard in the video admitting that TMZ had been alerted about their divorce as well as her filing for a domestic violence restraining order against Depp, before awkwardly covering her face with her hands. Also at the original trial, Amber stated, quote, "I wanted to tell Johnny, or have him told by Jerry," the Depp's former bodyguard, "or someone who knew him or was close to him. Basically, I didn't want him to find out online. I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which had been alerted." Depp's lawyers then accused her of leaking the information to the press well before she officially told Johnny that she wanted a divorce. Amber fumbled through her responses, saying that she wasn't sure and that it wasn't her area of expertise. Number 2, Amber's broken nose. And now another time when Amber allegedly got hit by Johnny and a day later appeared on the James Corden show looking absolutely flawless. Johnny Depp's legal team grilled Amber Heard over photos of her looking fresh-faced during public appearances after allegedly being beaten up by Depp. The court was shown a clip of Amber Heard appearing on The Late Late Show with James Corden in December 2015 with no visible marks or bruises on her face. She previously told the court in her defamation trial that her makeup team had to work around the wounds and apply, quote, "super heavy red matte lipstick to hide her bloodied lip." While I don't doubt the power of makeup, it's hard to hide visible swelling. Number 1, Amber has never hit anyone. While Amber Heard had previously claimed that she never hurt anyone before her relationship with Johnny, which required her to fight back to escape further harm, and in an act of self-defense, Amber's past shows a very different story. All the way back in 2009, she was actually arrested and charged with hitting her girlfriend at the time, Tasia Van Reed. In the end though, charges were dropped, but this isn't where the lie comes in. The couple tried to claim that the only reason Heard was arrested was because the arresting police officer had realized that they were partners, not friends, and that the arrest motive was homophobia and prejudice. It was later found out that the officer who had arrested Heard was in fact part of the LGBTQ community herself. Was actually an advocate and person who fought for equal rights. The officer spoke out after this entire ordeal, saying that despite these claims against her, she arrested Amber because a violent fight occurred and that she was the one who witnessed it in the first place. So Amber directly lied under oath by claiming she was non-violent despite having a history of hitting her girlfriend in the past. No matter how this court case ends, it will definitely finish the toxic saga between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been your host Sierra. See you next time.